21 till the hour. Please welcome now to the Imus Morning program my old friend Carl Jeffers. Good morning, Mr. Jeffers.
Good morning, Don. Good
How
to
are
be
you?
with you today. I'm okay.
So are you a Democrat? Is that your deal?
Actually, I am an independent, but I generally support the Democratic positions because those are the closest to where I feel on the issues.
Right.
Sure.
So in the election coming up, you'll vote for Obama, or?
Oh, I don't see any other option, really. I think that it's my judgment that between 2012 and 2016, the next president will have 2 to 3 Supreme Court appointments. And at least one of them this time will be to replace a conservative on the bench. And if that's the case, I want Barack Obama making those appointments. Not to mention the fact that I do think he offers the best future for America. And let's hope he can get past the limitations he had the last 4 years that disappointed a lot of people.
Yeah, so, I mean, on the basis of Supreme Court appointments, hardly seems to me. I mean, might be one reason to vote for somebody, but
Sure.
he's a nice guy. He thinks you can hit those Al Green notes, but
Yeah.
And I try to be pretty fair, and I don't I don't have an agenda.
Yeah.
But it just seems to me that he's been a disaster as president.
Well, I know that's your take on it, and you are a fair man. But listen, well, first of all, the recent singing of Al Green.
I mean, he
president,
killed Osama bin Laden. That's good.
Yeah, and
but
then
he's dead.
Romney singing "America the Beautiful." It's like turning the race into American Idol, for the presidency. But here's the thing, Don. This president came into office with an extraordinary burden that we really have never seen. It's been unprecedented, and I supported him then.
It worse.
I supported him then, and I do not think that he made it worse. I think the stimulus package worked. They sold it the wrong way, and he was such a great communicator that it disappointed me that he's done it that way. And the other thing I'm disappointed about is in terms of him not tackling the race issue in a way that we would have expected. But, and here's the key to the election this year. If President Obama can get the electorate to make this an election of choice, which I'm saying I'm doing, I choose Obama, and so will America. If the Republicans are successful in making this election a referendum on the past 4 years, they have a chance. But only Mitt Romney has that chance, and his chance is receding every week as the president gets stronger and the Republicans keep going after each other in a way that's absolutely destroying some of the momentum they need. Listen, when you're trying to defeat an incumbent president of the United States, I don't care who he is, what color he is, you need to coalesce around one candidate early, to raise all the money you can, and stop making the ads that the Democrats are going to use against you in the fall. That's how you can defeat an incumbent president, and even then it's difficult.
Yeah. But people are going to vote, as James Carville and Paul Begala famously said.
Yeah.
It's the economy, and it's still going to be the economy. And so
I agree that the economy will be an issue, but Don, you have to acknowledge this. If President Obama had been running for re-election in the first year of his presidency, he would have been defeated very easily.
Yeah.
But at this stage, there are positive enough signs in the economy. Make it clear, everyone is still suffering a great deal and more than before. But the attitude about the future, it has enough glimmer of hope that the president can capitalize on that and possibly, even with the economy, be able to succeed in getting people to feel that he represents the best choice for the future.
Well, who are you talking to? I mean, where are you getting this information? Because you go out and talk to regular people in this country, nobody thinks that.
I agree with you, but the overall economic indicators are enough and show enough of a positive trend that it is not the universal, without a reservation kind of condemnation of the economic policy that you had in the first and second year of the president's term. And I said all along that the timing was going to work out well for him. I actually was off a bit. I said at the beginning of his term that in 3 years, things would be so good that people would be walking around buying homes again with no money down, no income, and all of that. Well, we're not there yet, but it is beginning to show enough. And by the fall of this year, I think it'll be enough that other issues could at least play into the voters' minds when they're in the voting booth.
People will be out buying homes by this fall, you think?
Well, no, not at all. That was what I thought 3 years ago in terms of how but the overall point is the timing worked in his favor. The economy was bound to improve at some point. We've now made it much longer than anyone expected. But to the extent that it is showing some signs of vitality, the president is improving. Listen, here's the thing that we have to think about. Also, I mean, you have well-to-do Americans, wealthy Americans,
Why are
and
you
Republicans.
hollering, by the way?
Well, I'm just trying to make sure we all hear
Well,
each
we're
other.
3 feet from each other.
Well, but actually, this is part of the enthusiasm
okay.
I have from appearing with you.
You know, last time you were on,
Yeah.
you broke your record. You had one answer that was 5.5 minutes.
Well, I heard that. I didn't know
That's
about
pretty
that
good.
till today.
That's pretty good.
But I will say this, that was the Martin Luther King tribute, and I, in fact, will use that to say that I honor you for having allowed us to pay that kind of a tribute to Dr. King,
Yeah.
and 5 minutes was worthwhile. That's the only reason it went that long, and I didn't know that till today.
I'd forgotten what the subject was about.
Well,
but,
I remember the subject.
but it's good. But what were you just saying now? Some nonsense
Well, when we look at the future here, Republicans, wealthy Americans, had to be absolutely distraught to see Republican candidates for president in the primaries on the stage debating, accusing each other of making too much money, of not paying enough taxes.
Yeah.
I mean, these are not issues that Republicans should be complaining about, and that's why Newt Gingrich has a problem. One Republican insider said if Newt Gingrich was at the top of the ticket as the nominee, Republicans could lose 45 states.
I like when Skunk Vomit, I call him, appears with Sean Hannity. They do that Charlie McCarthy, Edgar Bergen deal.
Yeah.
Where Gingrich has Sean sit on his lap, and that's a fun hour. That when he's on there. But.
Now, the Republicans, by the way, do have some positive things going for them. First of all, I've said all along, Mitt Romney has the only chance, and so they need to focus on that. But listen to this, Don. In 2008, Barack Obama won 7 states by less than 5% of the vote. Now, with the talk about Newt Gingrich, up until a month and a half ago, I had taken 4 of those states and put them back into the red column. In fact, Indiana I put back in there the week after the election in 2008. But with the possibility of Newt Gingrich running the ticket and being at the top, I had all 7 states now back in play for the president to win again. With Mitt Romney at the ticket head, they have a chance. If they got 2 of those 7, and those 2 were Ohio and Florida, the president could still win, but it could be a very difficult time for him.
Are you a sports fan at all?
A big sports fan.
Oh, you are?
Big sports fan.
What do you like in the Super Bowl?
Well, I think the Giants possibly have the strongest team in all of the categories. I would like to see. We were having this conversation earlier. I'm a big supporter of excellence. I'd love to see Tom Brady have 4 Super Bowl wins, 5 appearances. I like that, and I think Eli Manning still has opportunities down the road. I like Tiger Woods for the excellence. I like the Eagles now because I want to see Michael Vick have a successful time.
You don't have a dog, do you?
Miami.
Do you have a dog?
A dog?
Yeah.
Not anymore. I had one as a kid. It's
you know
tough.
why you don't have a dog?
When I travel
Michael
so
Vick's
much, it's
dog
hard to
ate
take
your
care of
dog. That's why.
What's that?
Because Michael Vick killed your dog. That's why you don't have a dog.
Well,
Michael
then I
Vick,
really believe in
you lost
redemption.
your mind?
I really believe in redemption.
So who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? I know who you want to win. You want Brady to win.
I think that I think, frankly, I think the Vegas odds, which I believe is about 2.5 points right now, that could go either way. But I think in the end, I think that the Patriots win.
Oh, you know?
Only because I think that Gronkowski will play better than people are expecting, and I think that you could get a big surprise from Wes Walker or from even Ocho Cinco as a possibility.
Ocho Cinco going to get a ball?
He could get one ball if they don't play him right because they're trying to cover Hernandez and Walker and Gronkowski. Then you could see Ocho Cinco get open.
I got to go. Carl, 2 questions. Jeffers.
I think we got 4 or 5 in today.
You're pretty good. Carl Jeffers here in the Imus Morning program. I'll be working on the forward to Carl's book as soon as he tells me again. He's only been trying to get me to do it for a couple of years now, but I will do it.
Well, the operative word is again.
But just tell me again what it's about, and I'll knock that bad boy out.
Okay,
Coming up on 11 till
we'll
the hour
look forward to
now.
that.